Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today we'll check text field widget in a Flutter. So basically text field allows a user to type text into an app. It is a commonly used element in a Flutter or in any applications. So if you see login screen, there is a two text field like username and a password, right? So basically text field is used to build forms, send messages, create search experience and more. Okay. So by default, text field is decorated with an underline. So let's start with coding. So I will show how it is look like by default. Okay. So let's start with coding. So here I'm creating a stateful widget class. Okay. So here I will give the class name as a text field widget. Okay. Now let me import material.tar. Yeah. Now come into build. Here I will return center. So center is used for to create a UI in center of the screen, right? So here I will wrap the text field inside a center widget. So here in center child I will give the text field, right? Run this and check. For now I'm running on the Chrome web because at my machine emulator is not working, so I'm using a Chrome web. Okay. So let's see. Here you can see one text field is created. Let me resize this. So I'll wrap this inside a size box, and the width of the size box will be media query dot of context dot size dot width into 0.5. So it will take half of the screen. Okay. So here you can see my default text field is created with single underline. Okay. Now here you can see there is a no placeholder, no hint text, no label. Okay. So let's give a hint text, and before that let's give the input border so it will look nice. So inside text field we can add a decoration. Decoration is used for to decorate text field like with border, with hint text and label, etc. Okay, error border. You can customize the decoration of text field inside decoration properties. So here giving input decoration class, and it accepts properties of error text, suffix icon, prefix icon. Many more properties are there. So for now we'll give a border for our text field. So for that we are using a border property, and I'll return the outline input border. If you run and check, you'll see the difference. Here you can see a border is created for the text field, right? Okay. So now to give the placeholder for the text field, we will use here one properties is there. You can give label text and just pass the string for label text like enter name. Okay. This you can see placeholder is created, and if I start typing, then placeholder will go up into the input border, right? Outline border. Okay. And if we give just a hint text, simple hint text, again it will show as a placeholder, but it will not move to the up as a label, right? So for showing the label on the outline border, you have to give label text, right? Looks good. Now suppose I want to show the icon inside the text field, like for username there is a person icon, for password there is a log icon at the beginning of text field, right? So for that, prefix icon let me comment this for now. The prefix icon will present at the beginning of the text field. It is a prefix icon. And now suffix icon, I'll give check mark icon. Okay, you can see at the beginning there is a account circle outline, and at the end there is a check mark icon. Now here you can see if I type more text, then it will not move to the next line, right? It is expanding single line. It is showing only single line, right? So to allow multiple lines, we have to give max line property here. Sorry, outside of the decoration, give max line properties. Let's say 5. And if I go to here, you can see field is expanded, and there are total 5 number of lines. 3, 4, 5, right? Again, if I enter, it will move to the next line. Okay, there is a no limit of lines, right? So the max line means it will show the total number of lines on the front, right, without scrolling, right? And if I move to the next, it will enable scrolling automatically, right? You can see here scroll bar. Okay, and suppose I want to show only single line at a time, then you can give the min lines property, and let's say 1. So it will show the single line on front, and if you enter, it will expand automatically up to this line number 5. There is a no scroll bar, and after the scroll bar is enabled because we have given the 5 as a max line properties. If you give 10, then it will expand up to 10 number of lines, and after that scroll bar is enabled. Okay, now let's say, so now it will accept a single line only, and if you enter, it will submit the text field. Okay, now let's say username, will create one login page. Okay, and wrap this inside a column. Duplicate this widget. Okay, now this is for password. Okay, main access size set to minimum. Okay, looks good. Give some padding here, or let's say, yeah, wrap this inside a padding, and just save only and give the padding for top only. I'll give 10 to top. Okay, this is username and this is the password. Let me comment this suffix icon. There is no required for suffix. Here we'll give some lock password, which is indicate password lock icon. Okay, now if you see password is visible to me, right? So to mask the password, we can give it. So to hide the password, we can off secure this text field using off secure text property set to true. Okay, now if you run this, your password will mask with the dot. Okay, now I will give take one button, add one button, elevated button. Okay, now we'll take one button for submit or for login. Inside column, elevated button, here I'll give on press method, and child is a text which will say login. Okay, now we'll give some style to login. Text style, color, colors dot white. Okay, let's see. Yeah, looks good. Here for this text field will give bottom padding as well, bottom 10. Okay, perfect. Now on button click, I want to validate these two fields. Okay, username required fields. Okay, so for that, just wrap this column inside the form widget. Okay, and replace this text field to text form field. Okay, again here text form field. Okay, now for this form we have to create one key which will indicate which form we have to validate. Okay, global key, and inside global key that explicit and global key type is a form state. Okay, now this form key assigned to our form to key properties form key. Okay, now come into the elevator button on press here. Add one condition: if form key dot validate, form key dot current state dot validate. Okay, okay, we'll add some basic validations for text form field. So for that we have to add validator, and validator will return entered value in the text form field. Inside this we'll check if it is valid or not as per our logic condition. Here we'll check just whether field is empty or not. Okay, so if val not equal to empty string, then return this field is mandatory. Okay, sorry, if equal to empty string, then return this field is mandatory. Same for password. We'll add one validator. Validator accept val. Here val might be null, so I have given one default empty string. So it will check if the length is less than 5 or val is empty. If this is true, then return the error. Return the password length should be minimum 5. Okay. So here this condition is not required because length will calculate. Okay, the password length should be minimum 5. So this condition form key dot current state dot validate will check if this validator for this field password field and for username field, if it is valid, then only it will go into this condition. It will return true. Okay. Uh, create one snack path. navbar and content. In content we'll put some text and the user name is dollar. Okay, so to get text from the text field we need to create some controller for text field. Okay, so for username text I will say user controller equal to text editing controller. Okay, same for password controller, I'll say pwd controller. Okay, and this controller we need to set to the particular text field using controller. So for this user controller and for password pwd controller. Okay, now using controller object we can get the text of the text field. The username is a user controller dot text and password hopefully you understand this. So till now we have seen text field and text form field with validation and one form for form validation, right? And we have taken one elevator button to get and text from the text field on click of the button and show the snack bar with username and password. And if form contains error, then we have shown the error message form contains some error, right?